Welcome to Ancestors and Alchemists. I will be your reader today. I couldn't talk. I couldn't say that. I'm sorry. I was lost in it. Somebody who either, it looks like either, so whoever, there was somebody who was talking about you. Golly, one of these. Oh, bad. And they were doing it so that they could make themselves feel better. You know, this the thing that we've been looking at for the past however many weeks. I wish they get some business. Jesus. Hold on. They're seeing you with a new start while everything is falling apart for them. Okay, is this a karma? 444 on the clock. Make a wish. Lots of money, lots of money, lots of money, lots of money. No, not really. But yeah. And for y'all, somebody's name could be Kathy or Kelly. Some kind of Catherine, maybe. I don't know what y'all want me to tell them about that. Something about play the lottery. Like, not over and over again. And of course, you are a reasonable grown-up adult. And if you have gambling issues, do not listen to any of that I just said. But if none of that shit applies to you, Spirit Guide said play the lottery. Maybe get something like $1,000 to $1,200 or something, or you need $1,000 to $1,200. Okay, so we're back in. Are we back in, or is this about the money? You guys, what are we doing? Okay, we're back in. All right, we're back. Okay. So there is somebody torn up about like you walking, you having a new start, you walking away. It looks like you blocked this person, and you made it through some kind of, this almost feel like portal or doorway, or you're doing something that's unconventional, or yeah, it's like you're doing something unconventional, or something that this person did not think that you were capable of. They kind of saw you in a really small light. Like it's like they looked at you as pitiful, naive maybe, or pitiful and naive. Like somebody always wounded. This is not good energy. And somebody that they did not see almost that they didn't see a future for, or that you would like always be living in this really small picture that they had for you. Like this is something like, I don't like to even repeat this stuff because I feel like it's just nasty, because it's nasty energy. Like it's really demeaning energy, and it feels like just somebody who, this feels like okay, I'm seeing like one of those carnivals in like maybe the Philippines, or like maybe in Brazil, and they got they're holding up this big thing, and it's like a giant puppet, and it's like moving around like this. That's what this Hierophant looks like to me, and the Hierophant is what this person is embodying in this reading right now, because they have taken it over. There is an ego here that is unfounded and unwarranted. This person clamors for like followers. This person needs to have people underneath them, or follow them or be, like, listen to them. They want people to listen to them. They want people to hear them. They want people to see them in a certain light, like see them as bigger than what they are. Like even somebody who's representing like the divine, or this gives me Catholicism. So whoever this person is or was, they could be Catholic. The Hierophant is a Taurus, so they could have Taurus in their top 4. Yeah. Something about the 7th house. Y'all know I'll know them things. This could be an earth sign. No. This could be an earth sign. And just somebody who like wants to be able to say that they've helped other people, but it's not, or that they've invested in other people, but it's not for the reason that you think. And it's almost like they wanted to be able to say that they were the ones that made you who you are or something. This person may also be looking at you thinking that you look like money. When they look at you, they see money. I don't know where that fits in the story, but give me a second. And it's almost like they have always, with the Queen of Wands in reverse, the 3 of Wands in the upright, the 4 of Cups in reverse, the Ace of Wands in the upright, it almost feels like they always knew that you were just different, but it's almost like they wanted to hide that from you. Or they wanted to take your fire, or they were sucking from you. They were draining you. Why you come up as the Queen of Wands in reverse? This person comes up as the 3 of Wands in the upright. But what it's actually communicating is that you were always this Queen of Wands. This person just was not skilled enough to gather everything from you. They could only hold so much. Where you had the capacity of a queen, at least, this person only could hold 3 of the 13 wands that you had. They couldn't hold anymore. They had no capacity. This kind of feels like the same dynamic from earlier, except for, or the previous reading, where the King of Cups like represented like a boss type. I guess this one represents a boss type, but this one feels more spiritual. Like the other one felt more 3D, like money, cars, clothes. This one is not feeling like that. This one is feeling like spiritually. This feels spiritual. So I wonder if the first reading was like what was happening in the physical, and then this second reading is actually telling us what's happening in the spiritual that kind of bled into the physical. I hope that makes sense. So the difference between the 3D, which was the first reading, I'll do it as a part 1. And then this reading is the spiritual element that is feeding the physical element. It seems like, or at least though the 2 readings are paralleling. I hope that's making sense. And so I'll do this one as a part 2. This feels like somebody who wanted to dominate you, who wanted to make you feel like you were overly emotional. It feels like that it would. You hold a lot of power in this reading. even though this person is trying to make you look emotional, you're absolutely not. Like, this person is trying to make you look like a bitch with the Queen of Swords, but you're absolutely not. This person is trying to make you look like impetuous with the Knight of Wands in reverse, or somebody who is impetuous and also at the same time don't have no motion. But you're not that. This person, that's what it is. It's a distortion. This person is trying to get, they bringing it back round for me. I'm picking up or putting down. It's a distortion. These are projections. So this person sees that you are going through a portal of some sort, or through a way that they didn't think that you were going to go. They see how whatever this is whatever this whatever this elevation is going to prosper you. And so what this person is going to be doing, what they are going to invest their time in, and what it seems like they had been kind of investing their time in, like as somebody who would downplay your relevance, it feels like this person, like out front, they might give you your accolades maybe, but like behind the scenes, they're not fixing to give you your accolades. And then in the spiritual realm, they are actually trying to, it feels like attach, okay, this might get a little woo-woo. It feels like they're trying to attach some kind of like blood spirit to your growth. So it's a projection of blood, and they do this mainly by talking about it. So there's some kind of communication that's happening, and it's meant to slow down your progress. Yep, because it goes from the Three of Wands to the Two of Wands to the Ace of Wands to the Death. That's serious. Woo, them projections. Okay, what we say about karma? Look. Oh, wait, would you turn that one over for? Okay. Oh, shit. Are these backwards? Hold on, y'all. Oh. What we doing? What have we been doing? Oh, Lord, they turned inside out, upside down. Who the hell was shuffling these? Was it you? God damn. Jesus. How did I even do all of this? Haven't I been working with these cards the whole time? Honey, how did this even happen? Okay. Okay, we're getting back on it. Now, where were we? Oh, I was talking about karma, because this looks fucking terrible. They want you to remain exactly how they said that you... They want you to remain exactly how they said that you were. You was like, bitch, no. I'm, yet again, because this nigga is slow, yet again, you are going to exceed the expectations. And they're not going to be able to hold it. They're not going to be, you're going to do so well. You're going to have so much that they not even gonna be able, like when people talk about you, they're gonna be pissed. Like it looks like karma. Exactly what they were sending to you as you grow, they get sadder and sadder. Wonk, wonk, wonk. Heather, did you do it again? Is this my karma? Cause nigga, Jesus. They gonna feel like they doing stuff over and over and over and ooh. Okay, so I hate this movie. And I know I've mentioned this on this channel before. I hate the movie Groundhog's Day. I think it is the worst invention of Satan that has ever come across the big screen. And I did say across the big screen. The worst thing. What do you mean you gotta relive a motherfucking day? Every single day? Honey. Honey. Couldn't be me. But it's fixing to be them. Groundhog Day, anybody? Oh, and I got a feeling that's just the beginning. Because just like they was trying, honey, God is like, I'm fixing to give you the glow up of all glow ups. I'm fixing to reverse time for you. So we going to go from the dead back to the living Plateo. Everything that this person is giving. It's giving very Sealy energy. And I know that I've said this before because this feels like a similar channel. It's the same. It feels like the same energy for real. Like that was months ago. And I want to say these are around the same cards. And I remember it because it was chilling. I remember this reading. I can't remember what it was called. I kind of have my hair like in a thing and I'm sitting at a wooden table. So if you want to go back and watch that one, I can't remember which one it was though. It might have been like in May or June or something. Yeah, like June, late May, early June. Yeah, this feels like karma. Every single thing that they were trying to walk back for you in your progress, with their projections, God is walking it forward. Walk it out. Somebody could be graduating soon. Walk it out. Walk it out. Somebody could be graduating school soon. You could be graduating some kind of trade program. You could be somebody who is either about to travel or head to the airport. You could be somebody who's about to travel soon. Beware if you're going to a foreign country. Be careful about what you eat. It's something about you getting sick on the trip. Somebody could be getting ready for a cruise, or going on a cruise soon. Somebody could be getting married. Ooh, that's really fixing it. Honey, y'all got plans, okay? That's what I'm hearing. I'm hearing whatever your plans are. Whatever they're going to be soon. Like it's just spitting shit out. Like you fixing to do this, you fixing to do that. Somebody, I see a big fat ass engagement ring, honey. You kind of olive skinned, your hair is black. It's a fat diamond. So I don't know if you're dating somebody now. And that will be the pentacle. Not literally, you know, it's actually a cup. But that will be the thing that tops whoever this person is. Honey, ruffling feathers and chapping britches ain't even gonna do it. This nigga gonna be in mourning. In mourning. They not gonna want to do anything. They not gonna want to go anywhere. They might even stop dating. Because they dating now because... Two of Cups. They dating now, but it's nothing... They might have a soul tie with somebody right now, but it don't feel serious. Like, and it's just another thing for their image. They do a lot of image things. Like, and that's probably what the projections were. It's exactly what the projections were. In order to keep up their image, they felt like they needed to diminish yours. This is, in spiritual court, this is, this would be the equivalent of like a serial killer. Might be too harsh of a word, but just like somebody like a shooter. Trigger warning. Trigger warning. this might be the equivalent, like spiritually, this is the equivalent of like an assassin. A serial assassin, if they get paid enough money, or if it's enough in it for them. Somebody could be financially supporting another person, or this person could be actually depending on another person to like give them money. This real whorish opportunist energy. Like, oh, this is the only example I can find. Like, if it's a hungry dog in the forest and like they see something that's been dead for a little bit, they'll start scavenging on it. This energy feel like a fucking scavenger, like a parasite. Oh, and maybe that's, yeah, I was getting nauseous earlier. So whoever's going on that cruise, or wherever you're going out of town or something, or out of the country, be careful. You're at risk for a parasite, because that's actually what I was going to say earlier, and then I forgot. So here we are. Collective, but you're doing big things, big things, big things. Yes, this person is going to suffer karma. Yes, because all of this stuff is, I mean, it's not necessary. With the devil, justice, and the 5 of Cups. God gonna, okay, Spirit is like, you might be done talking about it. We ain't done talking about it. We fixed no whoop that. Honey, they is excited. Whoever he with right now, or she with, or they with, they don't like them. They don't like them. They don't even like them. They just using them. What a fucking whore. Golly. Yeah, they need to go sit down somewhere and heal. And Spirit is like, and that is exactly what we're gonna do. But they not gonna really want to heal until they see you with whoever this other person is. Whoever this is, that's when they gon' when they gonna what? When they gonna what? What they gonna when they do? Please don't tell me. What they gonna when they do? When they gonna what? When you feel safe and sound with your new lover, here come this jealous prick. It's like, dang, every single, you know what? This is giving me real princess vibes. Or like the turn in the story. You know what I mean? What's an example of a story? Like when the characters are finally happy, finally secure. Oh, like Twilight. We'll go Twilight. Somebody's name could be Bella, Edward, Jacob, I'm hearing. Maybe they were just helping me out because I couldn't remember nobody else's name. Jacobs could be your last name. Jacob's son could be your last name, the son of Jacob. Or you could be a Jewish, yeah, son of Jacob. Yisrael, your name could be Israel. You could be pro-Palestinian. And you are pro-Palestinian. What was that? Ooh, you are, ooh, you have very strong feelings about, I didn't think we were gonna go that way, but you have like heartbreak or like personal heartbreak around the Middle East conflict, the war. Your people could be from there. You could be a humanitarian or somebody who wants to go build back in your country again. You could be Muslim, or you could be Or you could be, Jewish. You could also be in a cross-cultural relationship. I'm not sure that feels like now, or you have a partner that you are working with, or you're working with many different places or many different peoples. So you could be doing interfaith work. I don't know how we got here. Where the fuck were we? we went down a whole rabbit hole. Okay. Last thing I said was interfaith work. Okay, what's the deal with the emperor? Empire, you could work with I don't understand. It feels like a reference to leadership, with the emperor represented, but it feels like maybe some kind of big looming, like almost like metaphorical empire, or it could be against a literal empire. It could be against whatever the other country is. I'm not sure where we're going. Shit. Spirit, I don't know how we got here. I don't know how we got here. Some kind of conflict erupting, but it's already conflict erupting. That's why I'm like, I don't get it. I don't get what you're saying to me. Don't understand. Or you were a part of, maybe you were there, or maybe you, okay, we'll cut that one. So we went into somebody's story, I think. All right, so the Hermit in reverse. Where were we? Back to the person who is coming back. Usually the Hermit does not mean, that you're apologizing, but for some reason it's representing that here. But it's representing an apology without internal change. This person might come back and offer you something, saying that they changed. There's something about it. Wait a minute. I heard somebody say something about a defamation. Okay, so they're gonna say that they changed, and what's the defamation? Eight of Pentacles sideways. Something about them saying that they worked on themselves. They worked on like their perception of themselves, and they want to be better, and they want to do better. But this is also saying that don't forget, whoever this person was, they dogged you out while you was somewhere minding your business. You were somewhere minding your business. You were somewhere doing you. Working through like healing yourself. Your dedication is amazing. Like, and you hold such sage energy. It's almost like it's almost like first of all, the more shadow work you do, the more you're going to rock this person's world because they didn't think that you could. And I don't know that we care, but Spirit is just letting you know that they didn't, but they are also fueling you. Like what they say is about you is fueling you, is filling your cup. Ooh, excuse me. Also, what was the other thing? Also, the more that you heal, the more you elevate, the more you heal. The more you heal, the more you elevate. And it gets translated in soul growth, but it also gets translated in money and fulfillment. Yeah, it looked like you got some major starts happening. 31, 32 could be significant. Major starts. Okay, we got anything else? Looks like you do healing work. It looks like you've been diligent in your shadow work. Look like you're not holding on to like the same wounds and tools that you might have used before to kind of cope. Like you're doing something different. With the Ten of Wands, the Chariot, and the Page of Pentacles. And it's slow going. It's slow going, but you figuring out with the Magician on the bottom, you figuring out how to make everything work, how to turn, how to build, how to prosper with the King of Pentacles, how to make everything work. And you're learning, and it's a process, and you'll get there. I'm hearing them say, you gotta start from somewhere, kid. It's building, it's promise, and it's money. And you hold it well. Like you look well taken care of. You very regal. There is something very uncommonly seductive about you. Like there's something where people don't expect, what is it? Where is that coming from though? Where people do not expect all of these things in one package. Like there is a lot of things in one package, almost to the point where if this was jewelry, like a person wearing jewelry, it like if you were a person, if you were jewelry and a person kept putting you on, like the amount of wealth that you or abundance that you have in you would make you extraordinarily gaudy. It would be like a little kid who went to go put on all of, you know, the mom's stuff, covered herself in jewels. That's how abundant you are. And to some people, that's disgusting. To some people, people don't come like that. And it feels like that's a, and for that, they reject you. People don't come like that. Something wrong with them. Why you gotta be all flashy like that anyway? Some people, oh honey, it's so many projections here. Some people are like, oh, that's just, they want attention. But really what those people are saying is that, no, I want the attention that that person is getting. You can't do nothing about that. That's their shit. That's their thing to hold. Because if you listen to them, baby. Oh, hold on. I think I dropped a card underneath. Look, Spirit, y'all gonna stop having me bend over and get these cards. Yeah, that's their internal struggle. Like the spirit is saying that ain't got nothing to do with you. That's not your problem. And to take that energy on would be ridiculous. Instead, hoard it and use it. Use it as fuel. So don't let the perception, don't let other people's perception of you change the way in which you pursue your purpose. Other people's perception of you is just that, their perception. Honey, mind your business. Stay in your motherfucking lane. They ain't got nothing to do with you. Nothing. Like, and what are you after, purpose or validation? And do you want those people's validation when you've already seen what they validate? It's gross. So, yeah. Projections. Hold on, let me get myself together. Oh, honey, that was tweaking in spots I didn't want it to tweak in. Okay, so let's let this be last so I can go do my things. Anything else, Spirit? Any last words? Any last words? Keep sharp, keep researched, keep studied. You're brilliant. You're capable. You could be a Gemini. You could be an air sign with the King of Swords and the Magician. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. You're brilliant. You're capable. This also feels like masculine energy. Maybe masculine energy coming in. After you release the idea of love, somebody's going to come in. And honey, they might flip your whole world around. Okay, we're going to leave it on that cliff note because that felt like a good place to stop. Thank you so much. I hope that this reading resonated with you. Again, these are general and timeless readings. What else do we say? Words. Yeah, I hope they resonate. Chew the meat, spit out the bones, do what you do, and I will see you next time. All right. Those kind of look like karate chop hands, didn't they? That better?